Have you ever wondered how some companies are able to sustain profitable growth year after year after year? Well, you're not the only one. In fact, two men, Chris Zook and James Allen, had the same question and set out to explain this modern-day mystery. I will now provide you with an outline of the book Repeatability, which is the culmination of their 10 years of extensive research, interviews, and articles. Here's the list of the contents in the book, but the bulk of the material is focused in chapters 1 through 4. These chapters are the foundation of the book and provide the answers to questions such as, what is repeatability? What is every great repeatable model comprised of? And how do you successfully implement each design principle into your business model? Before describing chapters 1 through 4, I thought it would be beneficial to understand Chris Zook and James Allen's research methodology and how they came to their conclusions about great repeatable models. Their search began with information on 8,000 companies spanning over a 25-year period. This information was broken down further into a very deep database of 200 companies with their practices, business models, and performance. They followed those up with 50 CEO and senior executive interviews, 30 case examples, and a global survey conducted with the Economist Intelligence Unit in March of 2011. 377 executives across the world in 377 different companies were surveyed and asked about the relative performance of their companies and their perceptions with regard to the 3 design principles. All of this research was done in an effort to further solidify and validate their findings. The analysis of their findings highlighted the best companies, including each of the top 30 companies represented here. Now, you're probably still wondering, what is repeatability? In James Allen's words, essentially, it's what your business does when it's at its greatest, and then what you want to do is apply that again and again, both in core areas but also as you think about new areas of business. This description may lead to your next question: how can I turn my company into a great repeatable model? Well, as long as you follow the 3 design principles of great repeatable models defined in this book, it may not be as difficult as you think. According to Chris Zook and James Allen, each of the great repeatable models operates on 3 principles. First, they have a well-differentiated core focused on their specific assets and capabilities, which provides them with competitive advantage in their particular market. Second, they translate their strategy into principles that produce consistent decisions and actions, which are called the non-negotiables. Finally, they had well-developed systems in place to learn and drive continuous improvement throughout the entire organization. The way companies use the first design principle, a well-differentiated core, can be broken down into 3 levels. Some organizations focus on expanding within their original market by offering new products, targeting more precise customer segments, and adding new services. This is the most common application among repeatable models. Other companies grow by modifying their repeatable model for the purpose of entering new markets. The third level is comprised of multi-core businesses which use the same business and management system in each of the businesses they are in. The second thing great repeatable models do is translate their strategy into principles which are easily and readily understood and accepted by everyone within the organization. These non-negotiables shape and determine the behavior, actions, and decisions of the workers on the front line. This also drastically shortens the distance between the CEO and these workers, which in turn allows companies to go through the experience curve faster and adapt quicker than their less repeatable competitors. And lastly, the third design principle requires companies to focus on their adaptability to the ever-changing nature of their competitive environments. The key to their adaptability is continual learning, which comes through 3 main sources. 1, learning from the core customer. This is the most common feedback loop. 2, learning from key operations. And 3, learning from frontline employees. Each source is intertwined and connected with the other two sources, allowing for companies to adapt quicker and more efficiently than their slower counterparts. This is a list of the sources used to produce this PowerPoint. I hope this presentation has inspired you to go buy your own copy of Repeatability. It's definitely a wise investment.